do. Oh, it's the star, Gabriel. Hello, people. I know nobody's here yet, so I will give people a few minutes to get in, get settled. Me being one of them. Uh, we're going to try something we don't normally do. We're going to try promoting ourselves tonight. That'll be fun. Alright, I'm nervous. And I'm really just loving this music. I should have done all this before I got on the stream, but stuff and junk. All right. So now let's pretend to take ourselves seriously. Welcome to Gogozombie presents once again Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. Not that one. Now, this is going on day 3 for new viewers. What did we learn yesterday? Yesterday was an interesting day. We met with what I think is the love interest of Gabriel Knight. Was this rich? What's her name? Her name, I wrote it down. Malin Get. All right, so with normal introduction, it's myself, Gogozombie. As usual, 2-drink minimum. We're starting with a Laguntis. I don't know how to say this, IPA. I'm not a big IPA fan, but it's what I pulled out. And this is the absolute worst bottle opener in the world. Yeah, you are correct, Tronan. Thank you for coming back. It's nice to see you again. Yeah, he has not worked on his book at all. Not typed one word. But quick checking our notes. I'm having my suspicions about Dr. John. He's got a snake. His snake doesn't like fans. That seems important. My dad was killed. Large family. Constrictor snakes. Oh, the artist. The artist has a drawing for me, and the dagger turned into snakes in the dream, which was new to the dream. And I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, but that's the wrong one. Dang it. All right, but let's get going into this. Start day 3. Okay, so yeah, we went through all this. Unfortunately, we saved it a little late because didn't realize I could save in the cutscene.
So, what's new?
Oh, Retro! Thank you very much for coming in. Nice to see you.
These books are unbelievable.
What can I say?
Okay, so it's the same dialogue with this woman. I don't know if you've ever played this, Retro. This is old school. Kitchen for me. This is Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. It's the original with Mark Hamill. That was Leah Remini as the secretary right there. Game volume is a little quiet. Okay, let me just... how's that? A little better? I'm also a little loud. All right, so, but first thing we should do is look at the newspaper.
That doesn't work.
No, it's not that one. It's the read button.
Today's...
No, god dang. I can never remember quite how these icons work because it's a neat interface.
Times Picayune, dated June 20, 1993.
June 20th.
Gabriel
That would have been right
stands
before my
over
13th
an
birthday.
Uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events
Uh-huh.
section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University.
That sounds
Gabriel's
important.
horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change course before
Poor
it's too
guy.
late.
I
This poor
know.
guy. He has not been having any luck with his horoscopes. They've all been like, don't go outside.
Got a minute, Grace?
Okay, so
What's
she
up?
should be able to tell us who that.
Could you do some...
Sure.
Oh, she didn't
Okay.
tell me
Okay.
anything about, or did I miss it already? Did I miss it in the other thing?
Do
Oh,
you
she
have
said
messages for me?
messages.
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they're interrogating a suspect this morning, and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Mosley's got a suspect, huh?
Do you have more messages for me?
That man from Germany called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours. I took
Which is
down
the
his
guy in the
number. If you
book.
change your mind and want to give him a call back, just ask me for it.
Well,
Can
we're
I
gonna
get
want
that
this
phone
number.
for Wolfgang Ritter?
It's gonna make me
Sure.
know it.
I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
Do you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
All right, we still don't know what Capri Sancour means, but I think that old French lady we saw at the uh,
Here's
voodoo
our phone
grocer,
number.
Thanks.
voodoo grocer, uh, will be able to speak French and hopefully tell me what that means. 4909 324 324, and that's 4 3s. 233. We'll have to call that guy later but we still have the badge, which is still a felony, which is like priest robe, the scribble we don't know. Our biggest clue to the snake. This is the biggest clue here that connects Dr. John to being the murderer. And why would you cast Michael Dorn and not have him be the murderer? He's a Klingon. Okay, play. So I don't think there's anything more to do here. I doubt the bedrooms changed, but we'll take a look anyway. Yeah, nothing's changed. Let's see what happens. Let's try to write the book. It's gonna be writer's block again.
Writer's block.
It's really amusing. There's the bathroom. No toilet, just a sink and a bathtub. Mm. That's pretty good. All right, so now we have of the narrative paths we have available. We have the Madam.
I'm out of here.
I forget what her
Try
last
not
name
to
is.
sell out
The
the
French
store while
lady.
I'm gone.
So we gotta go visit Mosley. We got Ritter, who we can call. Oh, the phone is in the bedroom. I should have used that while I was in there. And the guy at the park. That's university. So obviously, I think we should start with the park because hopefully that's just go pick up the drawing on your cool motorcycle. Love that all the bands are playing the same song in the park. If I walk around, it's like 3 different versions of "Oh, When the Saints Come Marching In," which of course I only hear in Homer Simpson's voice. Can't help but think this drummer is important. I think I could slow it down for you,
How's it
Quasi.
going
Thank you for
today?
joining. Nice to see you.
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy. You finished it? Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here. Wow, this is great. Uh-huh. Just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay? I didn't mean to upset you. Oh, forget it. I'm probably
This is a
just
fun
being
game.
stupid. Do your thing with it, and good luck.
So let's see what this pattern looks like. I've been excited for the finished
The
piece.
reconstructed
Oh, that's right. I gotta use the open icon. So it looks like the flying spaghetti monster a little bit, right? You all see that? The squiggly lines and the eyeballs. Uh, it's not, what's the word? When something looks, when you split it in half and it's symmetrical. Symmetrical. Hmm. I'm sure that'll be important later. All right, so since we're here, we're going to check in on the church, just so I don't have to go through all that clicking later. 'Cause at some point, well, what's this? This is what happens when we look at the rest of the church, rest of the park.
Madame Lorelei, the fortune teller, is garbed in a belly dancer's outfit and wears a boa around her neck. A
What?
real boa.
She has a snake too?
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
And we get this nice bonus dance scene. Like, I really like, I mean, they do so much with what little they can't have in terms of pixels to make art. Like, the dress is shimmery. And it shows that these guys. Yeah. These are real snakes, though. We can't just zoom in and enhance and find the number on the side. Okay, so she's just going to keep me on. It's waiting for me to move here now, finally. So why does... Oh. As soon as I click something.
Thanks, boys.
All right, and then back to when the Saints go marching in. Well, let's check out this Madame Lorelei. The fact that she has a snake
Come
makes me
on,
nervous.
boys. Hoopla.
I got that far. I got that far before it was nice enough to go through the dance. Lady, I want to talk to you about your
Busy
snake.
at the moment.
Oh, but maybe this is a distraction I need
The
to look
booth
at.
is a colorful melange.
Da,
It
da, da, da,
announces
palm
the
readings.
owner as Madame
I
Lorelei
don't have any
and
money.
gives prices for palm
I
readings,
use.
$20, crystal ball gazing, $15,
I bought
and birth charts,
the hot dog yesterday
$50.
with the gift
The
certificate I
owner
had.
is currently plying a different sort of wares, however. Madame Lorelei would
No. All right, well, let's try talking to her now.
busy.
She's busy at the moment. Let's dance with
Madame
her.
Lorelei dances only when she's inspired.
I was hoping she would dance with me.
Thanks, boys.
Okay, nope, now
How's business?
How's
see what
business?
she knows. I mean,
I
she's not
haven't
gonna.
time for such dull conversation,
I don't know
darling.
how many days this game goes,
That's a nice snake you have there.
but
I could say the same of you.
Well, I know where I got mine. Where'd you get yours?
oh, that beautiful dialogue.
That's personal.
So she doesn't want to talk
Come
about
on,
the snake.
boys. Hoopla.
This woman is going to frustrate me with her dancing. Dun, dun, dun. But I could get down. I could get down with the groove. So I can't. This seems like it's when my time. It's my time to plant something or take something, but I don't. I don't have anything yet. So I think we're gonna let her go because she's rather obnoxious. We're gonna check the church. We're gonna go out to the overmap. We've got the drawing, so that leaves us with the... Yeah, nothing's changed in the church. That leaves us with the voodoo thingamajigger at Tulane University, or the suspect with the cop. We could stop in on these guys. don't think there's any reason to go to the church or the Overlook. Maybe these assholes will talk to me here. Remember, there's those two guys in the bar playing checkers or chess. Huh. Let's go check in with my suspect. Let's see what he's
Hello,
up to on
Dr.
day
John.
3.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Oh, maybe now the drawing will mean something to him. And we'll
Does
get some
this
information
pattern
out of
look
him.
familiar to you?
Where did you get that?
You do recognize it then?
I have never seen it before in my life.
See?
So,
Those who truly...
Yeah. That's the same dialogue as yesterday.
could I ask?
Of course.
Let's see if we can grill him for information on this pattern. Who did
Do
he
you
say?
know
Should I?
Right.
she referred me to your museum?
Many have read about our museum.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there's nothing new here. We can harass his snake again by flipping the light switch, but that's not friendly. Snake's just up there. Still none of this stuff. So on to the next stop.
Goodbye, Dr. John.
Come back again.
Like, it's a big actor for a role that seems inconsequential, but like, I have no motive for the fella. Or hard evidence, besides the snake's scale. Let's go check in on my favorite clerk.
Hi.
Like, I think this guy knows more than he's letting on.
So, do you weed
Yeah, it's the
all
same
They want to buy a bottle of money.
same dialogue, same dialogue.
Can I ask?
See what he's got.
It's important that I
can't tell you anything.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll try the drawing on him, but
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, sir.
just take me to the back where you sell the good stuff. They know this guy's got a back room, and it's gonna have, like, I don't know, powdered saint finger or something. Alright, let's check the cemetery. I mean, I know these clicks are probably not going to lead anything, but I should check all this. This guy... Let's make sure nobody's vandalizing my mom's or my father's, my family crypt. I don't want to end up with these. Really worried I need something out of the game manual to read these. What the hell is wrong with you, game? Yeah, no, still nothing here. I could believe this is New Orleans graveyard. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what this plant is. It's kind of creepy. Yeah, crime scene's gonna have nothing. Grandma, I'm starting to feel bad about stopping in on Grandma every day, but I probably will at some point. Let's go check out Tulane University and see what happens. I'm gonna learn
It
something.
looks like the lecture is just starting. Gabriel decides to record the session.
That's a good idea.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa.
Uh-huh. This is where we're all gonna learn something.
A banner heading under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems.
Move this off to the side.
The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European.
Like you can tell the
tribal
lecturer has long
religions.
hair.
All of the subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all those spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example,
Something he's going to say is going to be
at
important.
the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. The one tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be
I didn't realize we were getting a lecture today. I hope it's not like 4
it has
hours.
much in common with many early pagan practices. Animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens.
And let me know if you want me to click through this.
Africa is
I'm
believed by
riveted.
many to be the cradle of the human race.
Look at that
Some
cool
of the
little bit
voodoo
there.
Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself.
Wow.
We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa.
He is just going to keep going
During a voodoo ceremony,
until he
celebrants
stops,
are
isn't he?
possessed by the Loa. And this is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman.
This
The
could
person
go
being
either
ridden
way.
by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the
You ever
more
seen that
powerful
movie
entity.
Serpent and the Rainbow?
Some of the older
Had,
original Africa Loa include Damballa, the great
What was his
serpent
name? The
god,
guy from Spaceballs in it.
Hezruli, the mistress of love.
That had, oh, these are the
Abednego,
things I should be
or
writing down.
Bede, the lord of death. Agwe, the spirit of water. Legba, spirit of the crossroads. And the cruelest
Getty.
and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction.
Oh, I gotta get more sleep at night.
A tribe
I'm really
specific Loa
hoping
can have as
Gabriel
much
Knight
or
falls
more
asleep.
power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician.
No, makes sense.
Voodoo temples are called Hounfours. Their priests, Hungan or Bokors. Their priestesses, Mama Loa.
That's a cool word.
In a Voodoo Hounfour, there's a ritual circle marked by a center
Oh,
pole
here we go.
called a poto.
Ritual circle, and we have that circle.
The ritual circle is prepared with a veve, a pattern of symbols. Each tribe's veve is slightly different, consisting of complex symbols that identify their
Oh, so if we can
special
talk to
Loa.
this guy, maybe if we show him the thing, he can make sense of
During ritual conclaves,
the circle thing.
initiates dance under the supervision of a Bokor and a
Right.
Mama Loa, or head priestess. The use of totems or animal masks and markings was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though,
Of course not.
all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice.
Real shame.
Ritual objects used during the conclaves include the ritual gourd or
Oh, these are
asong,
things we're probably going to have to look for.
the ritual knife or kubasa,
That knife gives me the chills.
Dun dun dun
the ritual
dun.
whip or fouet cash, and the
Not the
ritual
first game
coffin or
whip on this stream.
seke madule. These items are often
madule.
optional, called for by the Mama Loa for specific magical rituals. The Mama Loa is the most powerful figure in any Voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited.
Really?
The Mama Loa is the supreme woman. She butterflies, fireflies.
Huh? It happened. He fell asleep.
Firelight.
Firelight.
Gabriel? What? I can't see.
Something's
Gabriel,
happened.
get in.
Can't. It's too small for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel. Hide.
No, no, let me out. Help.
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my God, sorry.
No, don't leave. Oh, I wanted to talk to that guy. All right, we're gonna go in that door in a second, but let's see. We've got these things on the wall.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Greek night at
Greek
the
night,
Alpha Psi
not
Omega
helpful.
frat house. It looks like it took place sometime last spring.
This is June 20th, 1993. 9 days. Oh, that's right. You know some French. Fouet. Fouet? It's a cool word. So we need to talk to that doctor guy and show him the
Are you a student?
No. My name
Gabriel
is
Knight.
Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out.
Guy's an asshole. The teacher's an asshole. Everybody in this game is an asshole. I'm almost convinced.
It's Hartridge's file cabinet.
Hartridge.
Exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered office.
Ooh, now that's interesting. Are we sure that our scale is a snake scale?
Gabriel is carrying a scale he found.
I mean, we're just assuming it's a snake scale. It could be a fish scale. Could be a fish scale, but this little, let's try talking to him. This little
Your
academic
lecture
here.
was terrific.
Oh, you think so? You were snoring so loud I didn't think you'd heard it.
Oh God!
You must
Already he
travel a
doesn't
lot.
like Gabriel.
Yes, to Africa, mainly.
I suppose having all this voodoo stuff sitting
What's up,
around
a
doesn't make you
Pumbloon?
nervous at all.
It's voodoo stuff.
It's a
And
cool
no,
name. I don't know if
Why
I'm
should-
probably butchering it. Welcome, day 3 of Gabriel Knight. We're talking to Professor Hartridge. Already he doesn't like
I'm
Gabriel,
interested in voodoo myself
which is
right
quite
now.
amazing because Gabriel
I'm
Knight
ready for
seems
you.
like such a charismatic, likeable character.
Hey, you've got quite a collection of goodies here.
Yeah, he's gonna start getting pissed at
My
me.
travels have been
All
rewarding.
right, let's show him the.
Your
Thank you.
lecture was terrific.
Okay, so now we're cycling through. Let's show him. This look like anything, Doc?
Can you tell me anything about this pattern?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
I wouldn't have let him copy this.
I'll be right back.
No, 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 no. Don't let him leave with the paper. Dun, dun,
Here
dun.
you go. You know, this is a fascinating baby. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Yeah,
Well,
tell me something.
That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself. Each of the symbols in the bebe represents something. A loa, a place.
Oh, and he named all them Loas, and I didn't write down the names.
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong.
Dun,
Boy,
dun,
are they
dun.
wrong?
You think this Veve is authentic, then?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what,
What?
I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely.
It's true.
But
Thank
I'm
you. That's
undercover. You can contact me at the St. George's
That's true. I have
bookshop
the
in
lovely
corner.
tape system.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this if you don't mind.
Okay, so his reaction to the pattern makes me think that quite
Dr.
possibly
Hartridge's office is crowded with
he's not the guy. Unless he's a really good actor and is
I'll be
playing me
gone.
hard.
Oh, do keep in touch.
But I don't think that's the case. I think he's really just not the guy. I think he's just some random
the podium.
anything in the podium.
Gabriel doesn't need.
I have not been able to
The
use this on
universe-
anything. At some point, I'll get to use this push command, and I'll be like, "Oh, great!" Probably this one. Okay, so that takes care of that, which leaves us only to the what's it called? Oh, to Mosley with the suspect. Because there's nowhere else to go. Madam Getty isn't going to talk to us again. I guess or we'll pop into Napoleon House just because it's the only place I haven't gone except the Overlook. I mean, let's just drop this picture on him and see if that gets him to look at us.
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
I probably have to show him.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with that, will you?
I love these guys. Bartender, none of these. What about this? Hey,
Gabriel
yeah. None of those guys are going to know anything. These guys are, that's the entirely wrong crowd. This is not their narrative stream yet. I guess the only choice, got the painting. We showed both of these guys the pattern. There is one square in Jackson Park we didn't go to. Or Jackson Square. I guess we could take a look at that real quick just to get that out of the way. The hot dog guy's back, but he's not going to get me another hot dog. I don't have any more, like, hey, I'll give you this cop badge for a hot dog. If I talk to Dr. John enough.
Hello, Dr.
Welcome, Young Guns. I'm glad you could make it.
To us, Mr. Knight.
If I talk to Dr. John, oh, what else can we talk to? Oh, we haven't called Ritter yet. This is the. Oh, that's the phone book where I have to call all them late. That's right. That's what that is. I have to call her with that. That's his number. None of those. All right, there's a gruesome picture. Let's go show that to Grandma again. Okay, I haven't missed much. We've learned we got the pattern from the painter that we left off with last night, and Wolfgang Ritter, the German guy who's been calling us. We have his number. Oh, that's why his number's so long. It's a German number. Like, I'm wondering, like, that's way too many numbers. So we have some phone calls to make. We'll get to that later. But we were given the clue that Dr. John might tell us more. I don't quite trust Dr. John. If I keep antagonizing a snake.
Could I ask you?
Of course.
Oh, hey, we have these new dialogue options.
Do you know
Animal
anything
masks.
about animal masks?
I used to have some antique African totem masks, but they were on the point of disintegration, so I removed them.
That's suspect. He's
Do
out there
you
doing
know
stuff in
anything
masks.
about
He's not going to
those?
have him out here.
I believe they have something to do with Haitian voodoo, but that is not really my area.
Do
Then,
you know?
then who is? Let's
Is there
go.
anything-
This Hoodoo's not
if you're
going.
Voodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk traditions, but it will not aid you in understanding true
No true
voodoo.
Scotsman. Mm,
Are you?
Quite.
yeah, he doesn't know anything about this. He's
Tell
gonna
me
go through
more.
this
There are
again.
many voodooians in New Orleans. They often do business selling gree-gree,
Uh-huh.
telling fortunes, providing luck, and
My,
occasionally
no.
misfortune.
I've said to myself, no
Perhaps
matter
you
what,
would
I'm.
like to meet a voodooist.
Yes,
We refer those who seek a deeper experience with voodoo to a local
that's
practitioner,
perfect.
Magenta Moonbeam.
That
Sure,
is a
I'd love to
name.
meet her.
She lives
Magenta
on the corner of
Medentia
Orleans and Dauphine.
Moonbeam.
I will call her and tell her you might stop by.
Great. Thanks.
Okay. Dun dun dun. So we got that. I'm gonna do it just because, like, this. This is why
Gabriel
I.
has no interest in the noisy fan at the moment.
Aw,
I'm close enough to using a coffin as it is.
nice. That was a good line. That was a good line of dialogue. I'm close enough to using a coffin as it is. It's meta.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Walk carefully out there, Mr. Knight.
See, and now he's threatening me. I'm telling you, Dr. John in his white suit. That's my number one suspect. I hope something clears the guy, because I don't want Michael Dorn to be the killer. Let's go talk to this Madam Moonbeam, because, like, the whole thing with the suspect, that sounds like something we want
Welcome,
to
Seeker.
do
You must be
last.
the one Dr. John called me about.
I guess so. My name is.
Wait.
And she has a
Gabriel
snake.
Knight.
Oh, Moonbeam
You're
has
too
a
quick
snake.
for me.
She only knows that because the guy called and said Gabriel Knight might come back. We're not falling for her shenanigans.
Actually, Dr. John told me. You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help. Please remain seated within the protective circle. There are spiritual currents in this room that I can't always control.
Thanks for the warning.
It's good to know. All right, let's start with the
Dr.
talking
John
through.
tells me you're a voodoo practitioner of some kind.
Yes, I am a voodooienne, a voodoo priestess.
I thought that was a Mama Loa.
A large, sluggish snake rests on the floor of the fancy bird cage. Apparently, Magenta is not a fastidious housekeeper. A shed skin shares the cage with its original owner.
We're gonna need that shed skin.
The mask is made of carved wood. A large crystal.
Okay. Okay, but let's continue with the dialogue here. We gotta
You
learn
get
stuff.
many people in here on an average day?
Some days the need for my power is greater than others. But I have many regular clients who would be
I
lost
already believe this
without my
woman's full of
vision,
shit.
Mr. Knight.
She's almost one of
I
the
can
few
imagine.
people who's not immediately taken a dislike to Gabriel Knight.
That's a great looking mask on the
So
wall.
we're gonna have to work
Remember,
on that.
A gift to me from Queen Tabitha.
That sounds verifiable.
Do you know Dr. John well?
Oh, yes, we are old friends. Those with gifts are often drawn together.
Uh-huh.
So, let's say I came to you wanting to attract a woman.
Of
What
course
would
he
you
goes there. We're
advise?
here to talk about voodoo
I wouldn't
mysteries,
think
and
you'd
he's
have any
like,
trouble attracting women, Mr. Knight.
No. I guess I don't. So, what advice
He's-
do you give your clients?
he.
I tell them to follow the light.
Right now I'm at like
beware of
50-50.
the
Gabriel Knight's
darkness,
gonna bang
and
this
always get expert
this priestess
spiritual
here.
advice from someone with the sight.
That's what I thought you'd say.
which would be
So
rather
what
easy.
advice?
Okay,
I
so
tell
we're
them to follow the...
That's what I thought you'd say.
we're cycling through. So now it's time to hit her with
Could I
the
ask you a few
old,
questions?
Of course.
interrogation. Not much here. Even after seeing her, still 50-50. Gabriel Knight's gonna
What can you tell
do
me
that.
about voodoo?
My practice is mainly selling charms and
Uh-huh.
potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils. You know, everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit. But my spells
It's
and
quite a
charms are
range.
powerful, and they
It's what
work.
you call a triple threat.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Why, that has nothing to do with me and my clientele. But I can tell you that you should stay as far from it as possible. There is badness there. Very bad.
Is she into voodoo sex? That's a good question.
What can you tell me about
But
New
you
Orleans?
see how she reacted to that question?
New Orleans is the center of voodoo practice in the United States.
It makes me wonder about her. Okay, we got two red things.
Do you
Let's
know
talk about her
anything
snake.
about snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? She's a python, you know. Quite deadly in the wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle snakes.
Uh-huh. Dr. John just sent me on to somebody who is as suspect as he is.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? It is the greatest night of the voodoo year. There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of
Oh.
our voodoo churches these days hold functions in the church hall. But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild, and they wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice, sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John, sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
Which was where the murder was. Mm-hmm. But still no motive.
Do you have any idea
This woman better speak
what
French.
Saint-Gar means?
No. No, I don't.
She knows what it means.
Do you have any idea?
No. She knows what it means. She's not telling
Tell
me.
about the animal masks.
I saw them used once or twice when I was younger, but you don't see them much anymore. They are too close.
Too close to what?
That was
Just
my question.
bad karma.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know anything
It's
about
Veve's
that.
kids.
Have you ever heard the word
Shotnyeg.
I don't know anything about that.
No. All right. So
Tell
tell me
me
about
about
yourself,
yourself.
lady. This is where he's gonna hit
Yes.
on her.
What would you like to hear?
How'd you get into this business?
I trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Who's she?
I don't know
You
if
have
she's
never
important.
heard of her? For shame. I can see you know little of the world of magic.
I'm beginning to get that impression, yes.
God, his hair. His hair is amazing.
What kind of people come to see you?
Seekers after the truth, such as yourself.
I'm looking after a murder lady.
Do you do anything else?
I am a voodoo yen, and that
Voodoo
is
yen.
plenty. It takes much spiritual effort.
How many voodoo yens are there?
No one knows exactly. Many practice in secret. There are probably hundreds. But
There
of
are
course, the
literally
level and the
dozens
power
of
voodoo
us.
yens differ greatly, depending on their training and natural gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me anything.
You tell me
at all.
something, lady.
I haven't always lived in New Orleans. I came here from Kansas as a young woman.
Tell me.
I began studying voodoo more.
Yeah, I don't know if
Tell me.
drilling
Many
her.
non-believers come to me.
Yeah, okay.
Very.
So, okay, so tell me about Grimwald.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Okay, sure. Now we got to go a whole nother round of questions.
Where'd you get Grimwald?
Why do we get to talk to
She
her about
belonged
her
to a
snake?
traveling reptile show. She was being terribly mistreated, so I offered to buy her. She's named
Uh-huh.
after a spirit guide I had once. The spirit Grimwald was a very powerful female snake priestess in Egyptian times.
Grimwald doesn't sound Egyptian.
I only know what the spirits tell me. Monsieur, I am sure they know better than we.
How'd you learn to handle
That's very
Grimwald?
believable.
I told you, a great voodoo queen taught me. She learned from Marie Laveau herself.
Ah, fascinating.
I don't think that's the first time that name's come up.
Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree-gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things. Hair clippings, nail parings, and snake scale.
Are you sure you wouldn't consider...
I told...
Yeah, she's not going to give me the scale, but obviously I need a snake scale.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Really? You would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
I won't make you wait, Monsieur Knight. No matter
All
what
right.
you see, do not be frightened.
I'll give it my best shot.
I'm sure Gabe will get through this just fine. Like, why didn't the other woman take her snake out? The other woman put her snake in a box. This is my chance to get that.
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magenta is
Aha.
otherwise occupied.
I don't think the snake is alive. I think that snake is dead.
Truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it.
I mean, I guess we have more questions so we can check whether we saw.
What
there was. Yeah, tell me anything at
You have
all.
to be careful when handling it.
I'll bet.
I'll bet.
Oh.
All right, let's see what she tells us about Gree.
All right. Here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight. Light the brimstone with a match, and a spirit will come and give you advice in gambling.
Huh.
Give me
Here's
tell me
an
this
old
is-
hoodoo
oh,
Dr.
okay, it's random.
Gree-Gree. Place a dime under your client's tongue, and if the client is under a spell of any kind, the dime will turn black.
Okay. Guessing since she's giving us just random answers there, none of those are gonna. All right, we need to look at this. Oh yeah, let's. I mean, I think this might be a dumb idea, but let's show her these.
Do these symbols mean
Oh, hey,
anything
she
to
knows
you?
something about this.
Oh, the voodoo code. It is very secret, yes. I studied it with my mentor, the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Great. Can you tell me what it says?
Let's see. Well, some of it is nonsense, I'm afraid. Whoever wrote this wasn't very good.
That's all right.
Mhm.
Just tell me
Don't
what it
believe her.
says.
It starts with a D and a J, and then... Okay,
Oh.
this part makes sense. It says, conclave tonight, bring... then there's more nonsense. F-W-E-T-K-A-S-H. Well, that last bit might mean cash.
Fresh cash.
It doesn't make much sense.
That's okay, thanks.
Okay, so we have her. We have her recording.
Conclave. K-A-S-H. It's a start.
Oh,
I'm happy I could help.
Did he write that down on the thing? Oh, that's going to be so helpful if he did. DJ Conclave tonight. Bring Fwet Cash. I'm gonna have to check the tapes, but because of you beautiful people in the chat, we know that the Fwet is the whip. Bring a whip and cash? Man, that sounds like a good time as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so let's show her the...
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
These are magic symbols.
What was the
Deep
cache?
magic.
We'll check
Really?
the tape
Have you
recorder
seen them
after this.
before?
No,
Then how do you know they're magic symbols?
Seeker, my eyes are unveiled to see truly that which is in front of me.
Uh-huh. Thanks. Tons.
Yeah, I don't trust this lady at all. Let's see if we
It's
can...
not that easy to...
No thanks. My dreams are bad enough.
Most peculiar. I don't think we want to show her the... I don't think we want to show her the murder. We'll give it a shot. I mean, what are we going to do?
Could you look at this and tell me if you
I
recognize
mean,
anything
she's
about it?
probably going to get upset.
That's from those voodoo murders, isn't it? That has nothing to do with me.
She wouldn't even touch the picture. Dun, 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 dun. This...
Images, the images...
You know, I haven't thought about showing this to anybody.
Does this mean anything to you?
I can be of no help to you, Seeker.
Of course not. And this is probably just a glass
The
of water.
Moonbeam residence looks like a cross between...
Okay, so I think we've hit...
Magentia's parlor is as...
Oh, excuse me.
Well, I guess I'll be gone now.
May the protection of the
Thank you,
Snake
young
God
gun.
go with you.
Thanks.
Enjoy Naruto. I never got into that one. I never really watched a lot of the more recent animes. Like I watched the more old school stuff, Venus Wars, Robot Carnival, Lotus War, you know, Akira, Vampire Hunter D. That's more my era. Roshin Z is the best anime in the fucking world. If you haven't seen that one, I strongly recommend it. It's about a bed taking an old man for a walk, and that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so, but to where we are in the game, we've learned DJ Conclave tonight. Bring Fwet and Cash. Oh, let's check the... Oh, I can't check the tapes here. So we'll go to home base for checking the tapes, because we need to check and make sure... I don't remember any of them.
Oh, joy.
They both love that. I don't remember...
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa. The basis for the voodoo religion...
I don't remember any of the ones...
Ritual circle is prepared, and the ritual coffin, or...
No.
The tribe specific voodoo
Okay.
called hound. In a voodoo hound for the ritual circle is prepared during
Okay.
ritual conclaves. The use of totems or ritual objects used during
Okay.
the conclaves include
Here we go, the
ritual
gourd.
the ritual knife, or
That knife gives me the chill.
the ritual whip.
Oh, the whip was Fwet Cash. Oh, okay. So now we know to keep an eye open for a whip. Well, let's check with her. We'll check in with our good friend Grace, who just... I guess she just plugs away fixing
So,
books
what's
down
new,
here at
Grace?
the...
Your use of mathematics, for one thing.
same con...
This
You know, we want to stay away from this.
Do you know any
Veves?
ritual
Nope.
pattern?
Fascinating. I can't help you out, though.
Interesting. Okay. Need to go grab the second drink of the night. I'll be back in 2 seconds. At which point you will get the riveting phone dialing scene that we know we've been building up to all night. We got to call like 7 people to figure out which one Madam French Lady is, who's going to tell me what the Cabri Saint Corps means. And then I don't know what else we'll learn from her, but it should be something good. This is a key, like one of them 25 and ones. You might see it on Facebook, because that's where I found it, on Facebook, and it advertises that it's a one hitter that you can put tobacco in here and hit it out of this end, and that's a lie. Everything else it promises about the key, the file, the ruler, the hex bolt openers, the all that fun stuff that's in here, that's all true. It being a one hitter is not. So if you want it for that, I don't recommend it. But it's still one of them neat little keys. That's how we pay the sponsors around here. Okay, so because it is going to make me dial the phone without looking at anything,
Somewhere there's a new...
we need to write down the numbers. I don't remember the guy saying the woman's name more than see the world travel agency, than a name, or than the last name, Kazanov. So we just need it's all 555s because it's an American number in a movie. 1270, 1220, 1280, and 1233. And then the other number we need to remember is Herr Ritter's
The
number.
number written on the note is 4909 324 3333.
I write it down. I did write it on the other side of the page. Always keep a notebook when playing these old games. It's just the most useful thing. So, do we start calling for the lady first? I think we want to start with the lady because the reaching out to Germany, one, that's expensive, and two, that'll start to open up the family stuff. No? Oh. 70.
Hello.
Hi, is this the Kazanu residence?
No ringing.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
Well, that was very nice of him. God, how many people remember using phones like this back in the day?
Gabriel never has figured out how to operate the memory function on this phone.
Like it shouldn't.
There's nothing.
It shouldn't make this noise when I don't have it off the thing. All right, so the next one is 555-1220.
Hello, Kazanu residence?
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Kazanu was inside it.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
I should just jump to the bottom number, 1280.
Gabriel cannot.
But we're gonna 555 128.
Hello?
Hello? I'm
Oh?
calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet.
That's her.
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
That's her. But we'll try the last number before we call Wolfgang Ritter. Just remember to turn the phone on first. 555-1233.
Lanny's Pizza. May I take your order?
Wrong number, I guess.
Jeez.
What did I write down the number wrong? I don't think I did, but nope. Oh, maybe that's a 1237. I think it's 1280 because as we recall, 535. Hey, it is 535. Good eye. Thank you for pointing that out because I would have been like, why am I calling this pizza shop? I almost wondered if I need to remember this number. Um, yeah, 535. Why did they get to be special? I mean, I guess New Orleans is a big town. It's got more than what 10,000 people in it. 35. It's also to make sure people like me are paying attention. 1237.
Casino residence, may I help you?
Hi. You won a customer raffle at the Dixieland drugstore?
No soliciting, please.
So it's the second one. So think what we're gonna try is giving her a quick call back and see if
Yes?
Hi. I called earlier about your drugstore order.
Hush, Castro! I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
okay. That's clearly the winner. That's clearly the Kavanaugh woman we're looking for. Kavanaugh? Sure, we're going with that. We don't have to get names right here. That's for people who don't write things down. Uh, hmm. Oh, so the next part, we could probably use Grace to reach out to the woman, but we'll see about that. I doubt that. That doesn't sound like that's going to work. We're going to have to figure out how to get a phone number, how to get an address from a phone number. Maybe Mosley can help us with that. But in the meantime, we're going to call this Ritter fella, and hopefully I have international dialing in 93. 4909 324
Guten
1234.
Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht?
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Yeah, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel Knight. Why are you calling me, Mr. Ritter?
I have been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What the hell are you talking about?
It is hard to explain on the phone. I have had senses, feelings about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked down.
She knew my
I had a
dad.
sense that Heinz had a grandson, but
A granddad.
until these
Oh,
dreams
you knew my
started,
granddad.
I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Yes, Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know, Gabriel. Come to Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. It is our family home. I will tell you everything when you come. You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly I don't know you from Adam, and I'm not going to fly off to Germany even if I could afford it.
Gabriel, please. If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors. Promise me you will read it.
Well, I'm pretty busy.
Please, Gabriel, you are the last of our line. I am too old to carry on. You are our last hope. Please, for your family, read the journal.
All right, I'll look at it.
Good. Now be careful and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
Okay, so Wolfgang Ritter wants us to visit him in Germany. Oh, we never looked at the snake
It's
scale.
the sheds.
Oh, let's open the
That
moon scale. Nope.
that object. It's the
Let's try using that and
those
that
two
together.
objects would have.
No. Oh, but this
There's
one, and the snake
Here's what
scale.
magnifies the shed skin from Magentia Moonbeam's snake. The snake scales are hued brown. They don't match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain.
Doesn't match Lake. That's a good note. It's a good note. So it's not creepy Voodooian. Voodooian? I still don't trust her. There's nothing else in here. There's nobody else to call. We're not going to write a damn thing because I don't think this guy actually writes books. Like, he's going to hire a ghostwriter in the end and just call it a day. This red thing still
St.
isn't
George
anything.
Books could use some serious.
Like,
It's an ashtray.
I'm still
Gabriel,
perplexed by the presence of this ashtray.
why
Just because it seems so deliberate. But maybe we can get some.
wish that doesn't. Gabriel does.
Nope. Really, I could just. I've never thought to move the ladder.
If you try to look down my shirt one more time, I'm leaving.
Hell, just trying to refresh my memory.
I know what you're trying to refresh, and it isn't your memory. Get down.
I was not expecting that. Okay, so we've called everybody. We need a whip. We need a whip. So before we go to the suspect, rather than get the whip, or rather than go talk to Mark Hamill and get the thing, I have to hope that Gabriel Knight is smart enough to understand what he heard earlier and connect it to the.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
What?
Connected to the thing. We went through all these, right? Yeah.
Do you know, like the ones in the voodoo? Right. I used to sell it. The only one left is Willie Jr.
Oh.
About Willie Jr. Would you be willing to let him go?
Maybe. For $100.
$100? You gotta be kidding.
Me and Willie Jr. are very close now. I could part with him for less.
Okay, so that seems important. We got an animal mask at the drugstore for $100. And we still doesn't know.
Man, I don't even know.
We didn't even get to ask the guy.
Do you know
what kind? Pythons and boas. So I've heard.
Really? Do you have one?
Are you crazy? What would I want with a python?
Which takes this guy right out of the equation in terms of. Oh, but I don't see any whips here for sale. Not that Gabriel Knight has any fucking money.
The Dixie of the
yeah.
In this.
It's all
powder.
Root bags.
Sold as curios only.
The mask
Obviously
appears to be made from a real crocodile head.
We're gonna need that mask, which means we need $100. I don't know where Gabriel Knight's going to get $100. Do you know we've cut Moonbeam out? Not necessarily. She knows how to handle snakes, but I just think I don't think she's it anymore. There's nothing new out here. We haven't. I guess we haven't gone to. Grandma's gonna know something. Yeah, no, I knew there wasn't gonna be anything here. I feel like I should be able to skip stones or something. Okay, so the only choice we have now is to go to the police department and see how it plays out. My guess is none of these civil servants here, these beautiful civil servants. I love this guy.
Hey, not think so? That's peachy. That means more to me than you could know.
Yeah, I feel like I should know his voice
Got
from
a second,
something.
officer? What can I do you for? Do you
These
know
are new.
anything about animal masks? I see plenty of masks during Mardi Gras. Not many
This guy's
animals,
3
though.
days from retirement.
Of course, there's plenty of animals underneath. Do you know
So
anything
pleasant.
about Veve? Reve's? Never heard of it.
This guy's clear. These two clearly not the murderers. Or is there more than one person that's a murderer? In which case, dun dun dun.
There's a temperature. It's in a locked cage. They must be concerned about. Gabriel
Yeah.
scans the bulletin board and sees a lot of bad photographs and worse writing.
We know there's nothing. We just gotta peek in the window and visit Detective Mosley. Uh-oh.
You son of... Give me back my badge. Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? Well, you borrowed again in your history.
Good old Mark
About
Hamill.
today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy, anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before,
Mhm.
mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square. Pushing coke? He knows something. Call it...
That makes sense. We arrested him somewhere else selling drugs, so he knows
Got it.
something about the murder.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. You've been present at the so-called...
Let's see what he's got to say, though.
I don't know nothing. I told you.
Come on now, you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go, man.
You relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes, like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now, who are
He might
they,
know something.
Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Dun dun dun.
Action. Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Oh, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash?
I
Why are
think
the
this
victims
cop is
all
pulling my
members of-
chain.
By now they know I'm here. I mean, it's different when I'm supposed to come here. Or if I can send a message. Tell them I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's frickin' useless. Take him back to detaining, would you, Tony? I tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum and damn the civil rights.
Quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn. We can only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction. That's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can
Huh.
do.
We're gonna write down that the suspect gets out. That he said the suspect gets out tomorrow morning. Because the guy truly did seem
Anything else new?
like.
Just work. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah,
Just
he always says that. Mark
I asked
Hamill
about
got
your
out of
story.
having to
You're the
read
writer.
a million writer blah blah blah. You still don't know what that
Do
means.
you
But
know
what do you know
anything
anything about
about
animal masks?
You mean like those Halloween masks they sometimes use in robberies?
I don't think so. More like real animals.
Never ran across
Honestly.
anything like that.
Do you know anything about
VVs?
What?
Veves. They're ritualistic patterns used in voodoo. You know, like those marks we found around the body.
You know what the department says about that, Knight. That voodoo stuff is fake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they're wrong. These Veves...
Look, just stop worrying about them marks. I don't think they're relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever called a...
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
What's the status on the...
It sure as hell. There's a lot of brakes being applied in different areas of the
Mm-hmm.
investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and they're not exactly upstanding citizens.
Uh-huh.
I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
Okay, so it's interesting. That brings us to an interesting spot. We already took care of Lorelei. We already went to the museum. We got the Veve. We know we need a whip. That's okay. So we know we need a whip. The Dixieland drugstore.
I'm going to hit the road.
Later, Knight.
Did not help for a whip. So where else do we get a whip based off of the locations we have available to us? And honestly, I mean, my guess would be to try
Hello,
this.
Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Because he's got the dagger on his wall, right? It's gonna say spooky
That
dagger.
knife looks familiar. Probably from Hartridge's slide.
What do you call it? A kubasa?
An official...
Funny.
Well, let's use the wishing stump. We haven't used the wishing stump once since we've come in here.
I wish Malia Getty was permanently grafted to my thighs.
Oh yeah, we could check back in with the professor. It's
the exit to...
He's got the coffin.
An artist is a striking point.
Like, he's got all the other crap.
A band.
Nice.
He's got the knife. He's got
a poster.
That good.
The historic.
But no,
Back displays, brochures.
let's just double check that no. But we'll check in with the professor. The professor might have a whip.
Do you know?
Oh, maybe now that we have the thing translated, because before he's all
John didn't seem to.
Okay, damn, sorry. All right, so let's go check in with the professor. It's a good idea. He might have a whip. He had all that other
I'll be going.
Paraphernalia. He's got everything else here but the whip. I'm telling you, that guy's murderer. And that one. I don't know why I didn't think to show the professor this
Mr.
picture.
Knight, you're back. Oh, goody.
Oh, I thought he was going to be a little more receptive than that, a little more helpful.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I've never seen those symbols. Therefore, they're probably meaningless.
Really? Are you sure?
I am never wrong, Mr. Knight. Therefore, sure is not in my vocabulary.
I need a flat cache. I'm sure it's not pronounced cash. Hmm. We can be a priest. We already showed him that.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good point. Thank you. Wow, that's a screw up on my part to not use the play. Yeah, let's try
Mind if I
interrogating.
pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
It's the character we get here never matches what I think they'd look like based on their icons. Or not icons, based on their
Voodoo.
other
You
stuff.
already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake and learn something.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Just what I read in the papers until you showed me that baby. I wasn't interested before, but now, yes, I'd like to figure out where these people come from and what they're up to. They are obviously some very frightening and deadly serious voodoo.
I think I know this voice.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I find it interesting
Oh, that's
to see the occasional
a beautiful feeling. I have no idea where my phone is.
the everyday culture of New Orleans.
Like I think this guy hosts game shows now. Like, he's that guy. He's got the bald, not bald. He's got the gray hair, deep voice.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Okay.
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
Yeah, I think that's the guy.
What can you tell me about St. John?
I'd have to look.
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist.
Oh.
But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning.
That sounds like fun.
Huh.
Like that sounds like this gentleman might technically be the smartest person we have spoken to this entire game, just based on like, I mean, he's at college giving lectures. I never went to college. I don't know. I'm assuming if you go to college and you speak and you do lectures, you're smart, which is why I will probably never give a lecture at a college. And he's into voodoo and all the Africa stuff. This guy better be able to tell me what this phrase means.
Cabri sans corps means?
Cabri sans corps. Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat.
Goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Huh. So we might not only be trying to solve a murder here, we might also be trying to prevent a murder. We're gonna have to go bug that.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used
The
extensively
drugstore
in most
clerk.
African voodoo religions.
And he's
Will
going
you
to tell
tell
me
me anything
something.
about that Veve I showed you?
I told you I would research it, Mr. Knight.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. Now...
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Mr. Knight.
Same thing I said last night. Schottenjäger. It's Jägermeister and Rumpelmans layered on top of one another.
Tell me about yourself.
The whole thing.
Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often. Any other questions?
No.
Fine.
That was rather amusing. He just kind of...
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
Shut me down.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if that's what the gods demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loa, such as Papa Nebo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that the Loa will simply take it for themselves.
So we learned...
Tell me more.
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
Yeah, you're making me nervous, pal. We haven't got any new names.
Okay, thanks.
Goodbye.
He didn't help us. He didn't help us get the whip, which might just be we're not supposed to get the whip today. I mean, obviously we need to get the mask from the Disneyland drugstore, but now we know what we know. We know what Cabri Sancor means, which means we can ask the drugstore guy about it. Maybe. I mean, it's the best bet I got right now for figuring out the next step.
Hi.
Of course, like everyone else in this game, this guy loves Gabriel Knight.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Yeah, no.
I found out what Cabri Sancor means. How
There
does
we go.
he know about human sacrifice?
I never said those words, monsieur. You must have heard them from someone else.
You are a dick, Scott. I don't know if his name's Scott, but...
It's important. I can't tell you.
Yeah, and he's not going to change his mind. Just wants $100 for the damn mask. So we can try going back to home base. I don't think I triggered anything. Madame Lorelei. Madame Lorelei was the dancing snake. You know, we got a suspect out tomorrow. We need $100. Lorelei. Yeah, no, we haven't gotten anything from Lorelei yet. Oh, what do you got, Dronin? So I was thinking of going and seeing if that obnoxious lady in the park would finally give me the time of day. The one that kept dancing. Um, but while I'm waiting for you to type and all that kind of stuff, I'll give this I'll give this a shot. While we see what ideas you have. He does walk slow, and that I'm pretty sure that's Ben Stiller. Uh, it if it was red, it would definitely be Ben Stiller. In it's got Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah, she's the one with the candles. Uh, and Bill Murray, the Royal Tenenbaums. Remember, he's got the two twin kids. There's another phone number to try. There's another phone number to try. Is there a phone number? There's a phone number I missed somewhere? Oh, we could try See the World Travel Agency and get an idea about getting a ticket to Germany. I was thinking this canine one. I don't know why. Just because, I mean, these other names, B cancer, A cauliflower, just can. I kind of want to call that number. See who can is. Okay, so we're gonna try talking to her though, because it hasn't been good. She's gonna go, "Give me the hoopla," and start dancing around again. But so far, she's playing nice. Let's ask her about
snake you have there.
I could say
Oh, right,
the
we
same
asked her
of-
that question. All right.
How about I read it?
The prices are
They seem a little...
well, I sometimes do my intimate friends for nothing. But I am a businesswoman.
I'm sure you are.
So we need cash.
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
Oh my God, she's dancing again. All right, but I just want, I'm hoping this woman's not a big part of it because she's driving me nuts. All right, human sacrifice, just so I don't forget what that means. Yeah, it's weird. I'm actually having trouble. I'm having trouble with the hitting the corners with when it exits at the corner, and such as like these spots. And I'm curious if it's just from playing it on a different aspect ratio television or monitor as opposed to playing it on like a 4:3 CRT, as well as just the resolution this game was written at compared to the resolution my monitor is capable of. That kind of stuff, just some sort of technical limitations.
Made it back though.
Oh, joy.
She is so pleasant. Which TV show was Leah Remini in? She was in the one with Paul Blart, right? I think that was Leah Remini's show, or was she in the one that was a ripoff of that had the guy who played Robert Baratheon in Game of Thrones as the husband? I'm pretty sure it was 555. Let's put this on the doodle page. 555 6170. But we've not encountered anyone with a dog. Oh, we have encountered someone from a dog.
Agent
Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Like, they're gonna hang up on me if I ask that. Let's ask
Do you
about the
know
snakes
anything about
first.
snakes?
Our doctors see just about any type of animals, but we don't get many snakes.
Okay, thanks.
Of course not. Nobody saw that coming. Calling the canine helpline and asking about snakes.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Do you have a Madame Cazonu as a client?
Madame Kazanu? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now,
Oh,
though.
of course.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out.
Thank
Who are you
you.
again?
See, that one she's not going to believe. She's not at all. But if I mention the dog's name, that might help.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
Right. Thank you once again, Dronin, coming through clutch. Appreciate it so much. So now we can go see Mrs. They just said the name. They just said the name 2 minutes ago, and my brain went and lost it. Mrs. Cavenu. So let's go see her. And I'm really hoping that the old lady is who I get a whip from. Because that'll just be fun on 2, 3 levels at least.
I've got some things I need to do.
See ya.
So she gets a dog. She gets a dog for a thing. Okay, so we're about to go see an old lady with a dog. We should probably see. I got nervous about having people on the stream tonight, so I did not go through my own thing, my normal routine of reminding myself to save often. And I don't think we fucked anything up. I really hope we haven't fucked anything up, or I'm playing most of day 3 over again. But we seem to be all right. We're gonna go see an old lady with a cranky dog. That's a good point. There's only, I mean, we could, what's Deus Ex Machina, that thing, but it's there's one whole dog clinic.
Yes? Who is it?
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away.
Well, that didn't work. This old lady is gonna fall for...
Yes? Who is it?
She has no idea who I am. It's just a totally different
I have
person.
some fine magazine subscriptions for sale.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested.
I've got some great pet supplies. Could you cool little doggy?
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Thanks a lot, Castro.
Now, this is a dated reference. I don't know if you guys remember. Saturday Night Live is still on TV. Clearly, I don't watch a lot of television. In fact, I've watched 1 episode of season 3 of Cobra Kai. I'm a little behind. But they did Saturday Night Live. We used to do one of their skits was Land Shark.
Land Shark.
You have no Bill Murray.
All right, we're just.
Please let me talk to you, Madame Cazanou.
I don't talk to strangers, young man.
She let me get through a lot before she hung up on me. So we can't talk to her because we don't have a reason to talk to her. So we need a reason to talk to her. Let's reverse engineer the problem here. We don't have a reason to talk to her. She is a good Catholic. But it wouldn't do... Well, then what's wrong with it?
It's a... That object...
Yeah, of course it's...
The black shirt won't do Gabriel much good the way it is.
I think she laughed at me. I think...
Using that on...
Using it the way it is? What do you mean the way it is? What is wrong with it?
It's a priest's shirt.
It's shot in the dark.
That object. Those.
Yeah, it's.
Gabriel, that object.
I wish it would just. Do I have to open the frou-frou here, Joe?
Gabriel doesn't want to. The tweez. Those two. That I. The. Those two.
No. No, I'm just randomly clicking, and that's never get into randomly clicking because then you just fall into a hole.
Images.
That's not what I wanted to do. Maybe I need to go back home to change into the priest shirt? I mean, it's the best shot I got right now. Because clearly I need to figure out how to talk to her today.
Phew, that's humid.
Oh.
And my guess is she'll tell me whatever I need to research to end the day. And that'll give us the next bit. I'm going to go all the way to the bathroom to change into the priest shirt.
There's no... Gabriel.
There's no reason to wear that at the moment. So here, it just tells me there's no reason to wear it at the moment. Did I possibly miss something at the... Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Maybe I missed something in that that priest closet, whatever it was called. Like it's just a shirt. I don't have the little clicky collar bit.
Things I need to do.
Don't hurry back on my account.
And if that's not the case, if I don't get one there, where do I get one? That drugstore Dixieland would be my first thought, but that place doesn't seem to sell anything along those lines. Yeah, so there must be a collar in here. Or if it's not there,
there's a box of white priest's collars in the closet.
Well then, let's try getting one of those.
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Yeah, so now...
Gabriel is carrying a priest's shirt and collar which, surprise, surprise, do not belong to him.
I meant to look up who the narrator's voice is. It's Virginia something. I don't know why I want to say Virginia Capers. It's not what I wrote down. I skipped her name when I was writing down things for day one's lead in, and I don't know which, but her voice is familiar. It's not Eartha Kitt, so we probably have to go here. Now we'll put this on.
All right, but this is private.
Where'd the jacket go? Now it seems like this should be an important time to save it before we try to talk our way into...
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Well, Father, you should be ashamed of yourself being so ill-groomed. I am sure the bishop would never approve. You can just go get a haircut before you come calling on me again. I know my duty, Father, but a priest seeking contributions should take pains to represent the church with respect.
I deserve that.
The things I do for my art.
I deserve that. That's... Now I know what the hair gel's been for this whole time.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
I see you've taken my advice, Father. I didn't mean to be harsh, but the church...
But she's not calling me out for the jeans.
When you're right, you're right.
Exactly.
She's calling me out for not having my hair done proper.
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
First, let's take a look around the room.
There's an old-fashioned jewelry box on the coffee table.
Because that's for most
The
people.
tea service has been polished recently. Madame uses it with her Creole sisters, perhaps?
Like, I guess there's a chance that's a proper place to keep a jewelry box.
Madame's parlor is full of carefully dusted and polished relics of her past.
But you notice everything in this room, we've got
Madame
this.
seems to light candles. Gabriel wonders if these two are special. Madame's the painting.
Look at everything in this room. Good whibbering? I will find out what that word means. Whippering. But notice everything in this room. Soft, not spooky, not spooky.
The folding screen has a colorful pattern.
Snake.
It looks oriental.
Snake skin, or snakes, creepy snakes. And the thing, I'm gonna have to obviously get that moved at some point. So, but let's try talking
so
to...
nice of you to invite me in.
Ah, but no, mon père. I am always happy to
I don't
see
know if
what you do for others.
Whibbering is the same thing as havering.
Liking?
It's terribly humid. I only go out in the morning and evening.
Have you been attending Mass regularly, my child?
Oh, yes, Father. I attend Mass every morning. Many don't these days, you know.
You are dedicated, Madame.
Every morning.
It's so nice.
Ah, but no, mon père.
Okay, so we're repeating the thing. So now we have to ask her
Do you mind
questions.
if I ask you a few questions, my child?
I need her to leave the room. I need to move that screen, and I need to check out this jewelry box.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Ah, people think I'm just a foolish old woman, but I know the things they do. My family's been in New Orleans since 1750, so I know more than most. Voodoo people are all over this city, in the shops, everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands of your hair at the store when you try on the clothes. You have to be so careful. But I know their
Kill.
ways, so I
Nice,
can protect
Spartan.
myself. I know how to use the magic too, and I can counteract their evil spells.
Thank you for tuning in, Spartan. I'm glad you're here. We're now interrogating a little old lady
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
to hopefully find out what the next step in the story is.
Are of French origin, you know. My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
Ooh, missing something. I hope we're not missing
Do you
something.
know anything about snakes?
Snakes! They're evil creatures. Did you know that evil people can send them into your dreams? They can. That's why I never sleep.
Right, thanks.
Never sleeps.
What can you tell me about St. John's
Evil people
Eve?
send snakes in your dreams, and he's got
Mais oui, I used to love the St. John's Mass at Sandwich Cathedral.
oh, pants are getting on the edge of my seat. My pants are riding up.
Great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything.
Worse
They?
than
They
Halloween.
who?
Oh, you know.
The theys. Them. Alright.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sans Corps means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
Huh. So let's play along. We let her know that we know it means goat without horns.
Without horns.
Oh, Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you?
Goat without horns. I guess it's another way of saying long pork.
Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
Okay.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, Father. I don't know anything.
She doesn't know anything about masks.
Do you know
Oh, we'll have to show her all the pictures. Maybe we'll get to show this old lady the picture of the murder. And then I can say, hey, I showed an old lady a picture of a murder.
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother
She saw
told
it.
stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is
No
overrun
true
with
Scotsman.
people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
She really means that.
Tell me about...
Well,
Okay.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Lavaux was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant.
Give me her name,
That's what
Grandma.
they call their temples, you know. It's so secret. Most of the voodoo people in this city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Lavaux, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Is there anything else you remember about the real voodoo queen?
Well, My great-grandmother said that the real voodoo queen was the most beautiful woman on earth. She had the most incredible copper-colored skin.
Like, what's her name?
Is there anything else you remember about the real voodoo queen?
Well, they are all brides of Satan. Other than that, I can't think of anything.
Brides of Satan. What's her name? Love interest lady. Oh, what the hell was her name? Oh, Getty. I mean, the chances in reality would be astronomical. Okay, so now it's time to show Grandma.
Madam Casimir is paranoid and fearful enough without showing her that graphic photograph.
I love that the game is not letting me show. Go ahead.
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father, it does not.
It lets me. It's not going to let me show the.
The letter. It was the.
Oh, yeah, that's those guys again. Okay. This.
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father, it does not.
Nope. Grandma will not be the source of the whip.
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father, it does not.
So.
It's.
But normal.
Father McLaughlin. That looks a little. Madame is the.
House. This is the one I wanted. I wanted looking.
A small table. Like all good hostesses, Madame has candy. These appear to be Madame's.
I probably can't walk around freely. I mean, other than leave. Yeah.
Well, Madame, I must be gone.
I'm assuming I'm going to come back here at some point. I must be able to get her to go and open.
Busy you must be tending your flock.
But I'm sure he's going to do the Wonder Woman spin here. Or if not here.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Yeah, he's going to do the Wonder Woman spin and be that guy again. So, we're still looking for a whip. Honestly, the best thing I can think to do now, because I've gone everywhere and all that, is to check in at home base. I mean, we know our uncle is sending us a package.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
We can show these things to Grace. I don't know if we've shown any of this stuff to her actually.
Anything about this?
No, sorry.
Okay, maybe that's why we haven't shown her anything. Here, look at this gross picture.
Want to see something really cool?
Right.
I know.
God, somebody ought to lock you up.
And there's nothing else new. I mean, maybe. Oh.
Hey, kids.
I bet you Bruno's got a whip.
Bruno.
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
All right, let's see. Let's see what he says.
Give you for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
I mean, if I sell the painting.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious. You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could
He's
give
gonna
you
say
100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My affairs are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this.
$100 would let me get the animal mask. But at the same time, I'd be selling my father's painting. Not necessarily connected to the painting because it's not really my painting. It just seems disrespectful. Uh, hmm. Hmm. I mean, in reality, I should sell it for more, but I need the $100 for the animal mask, and so far I've seen no other reason to have money. I'm going to sell the painting.
Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
I don't believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
Good, she understands. I mean, Gabe understands. So now we can go get the mask. It doesn't help move anything forward, but maybe it'll trigger something.
I'm going out.
See ya.
Hi. Uh-huh.
The money says, in God we trust.
That's always been a problem for me, but that's besides the point.
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir.
Throw in a whip. Fun, just a little advice, chat. If you ever have the chance to buy a mask made out of a real crocodile head,
A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you's having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
okay, so now we got the mask and the thing. But if you ever have the chance to buy a mask made out of an actual alligator head for $100, take it. I need mud. I need mud? I have a brick? I don't know how to make mud from a brick. I might be able to get mud from the cemetery? But I don't really think so. I don't really think that's it. There's no water at the cemetery. Right? And these haven't changed, have they? Look at that cool alligator in there.
The small bottle is labeled.
Okay, does it look... Yeah, it's the same. I've scanned all those, verified all of them. Didn't skip a single one. I looked at the D. That was it. So I need mud. The only place I would think to get mud is the crime scene. Mostly because there's water and dirt there.
Is that clay? Yuck.
So now I have a wad of clay. A snake scale, some of that. Like, it feels like I've got some voodoo magic going here.
Crocodile mask.
Between the brick and the snake scale and the monster gambling oil. But unless we can get Grace to research something, I don't think we're quite at the end of day 3. We will do... It's not escape. We will do another save here just in case. And then we're going to see... I don't think she's going to want me to research anything. All right.
Oh boy, party time.
So I need to give the mud to... What's her name?
I'm going out.
Uh-huh.
Mud for Mrs. Kavanaugh. Oh, and then hopefully she'll leave and I can see whatever the hell's in her. Let's make sure we get pretty again. Good old Father
right.
Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh. But why would...
This is the last page of inventory.
Thank you, Miss Virginia.
The things I do.
What would the mud do? Okay. Oh, because she is so superstitious. Giving her the mud, she's probably gonna...
It's fine.
Yes.
Like, she knows I'm not Irish, or whatever I'm trying to pass myself off as.
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Mud?
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father, it does not.
Mold me. Use me.
Why do that with... Why you...
Does this mean...
No, Father.
She doesn't recognize any of that. Okay, well, this is going to be the same stuff again.
No.
And this is going to be the same stuff. Voodoo Hunt 4.
Tell me more about this secret Voodoo Hound 4.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go
Ooh.
near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill.
She's one of the best drawn characters so far.
But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret.
Ooh.
You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it.
Oh
in
my
the
god,
house.
this is going to be the witch.
You know,
Or the whip.
evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it.
My
It's been in the
goodness.
family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but Surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake.
A
Even
bracelet
though
of a
its vibes
snake.
aren't great, let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day.
Totally a
And now,
believable
let us pray.
blessing. But I have to give it to what's his name for
It's a bracelet. It's a...
I think that's
before
enough, Father.
coming up with that
Oh,
little limerick.
Right. Here you go.
We having a problem here, game? Uh-oh. Something seems to have flubbed. Let's see. God, I hope I wasn't. 2307. That would be 4 minutes ago. That would be. I can't look at my inventory here. Let's double check that we still have that we have the mud. Nope. Play. We have the mud. Don't know what we need this mud for.
Gabriel is carrying.
But we're gonna try talking. We're gonna. Oh, we've got to get all dressed up again. We're gonna click through this since you find folks have already went through all this.
The things I
I kind of want to finish the day. I do have work tomorrow. Father McLaughlin back again in the hizzy, as it were.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
It is, because this woman. Sometimes when you're talking to a proper older woman, you want to older person in general. Actually, you don't want to be a dick about it.
More. I
It belongs.
You don't.
Mostly because I mean, this woman this old is she was born in an entirely different world.
Let it move and not. Oh.
Okay, perfect. It was just a flub the last time. So I need that bracelet.
Can I see that snake bracelet again?
All right.
I'm not sure the first blessing took.
Bless
all right,
this
so
bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm. When
old
they
lady
wear it
has snake
on their
bracelet.
arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us.
And I probably want to avoid that scene since it's flubbed on the last one. So she's not going to give it to me now unless I can get her out of the room and steal it from her. Quick, pocket sand.
Does this mean anything to you?
No.
Nope, of course that didn't work.
Why do that?
So we know all the things. We potentially know all the things. It's important to make a good impression.
This is the last page of inventory.
Hey.
Does this?
No.
No, of course it doesn't. Something priestly looking with the lady. No, we aren't. That's that.
Does this?
No.
Is there something more? It feels like there might be something more. Like there's
This is the
some little
last
bit I'm
page of
missing.
inventory.
We asked her all the questions.
Do you mind if...
There's no more questions in here.
Tell him.
Madame's, there's an old, the teeth, the folding, the paint.
We can walk around the room.
Madame Cazeneuve must prefer the screen. Madame's jewelry box is for Madame's jewelry box. Gabriel cannot open the front hall.
Alright, let's maybe we got lucky. Maybe we've got everything.
Well, madame, I must be gone.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your
Oh, what did I get before? I got the mud. I got the mud before I came here. What? There's something I'm missing with the mud? I got mud and I got this water. I don't know. I doubt they go together. Oh, make a clay impression. Make a clay impression. Open up the door, lady.
I'm doing the best. It's
a clay impression. A clay impression of the snake. I don't know if that's quite going to work, but we'll see. We go.
Thank you.
No, that doesn't work that way. There is.
We need that snake bracelet back, lady.
Here's the
bless this bracelet of a snake, even though let it move and not.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes,
oh.
I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
Are you for... Is he... Oh my god.
So much better now.
Okay, I thought he'd really...
It's a clay mold of Madame Cazeneuve's snake bracelet.
And there's nothing we can do with the snake bracelet with the impression now.
I know how
the
busy you
artist. Look, he walked right through the wall. I hope you all see that. He walked right through the wall.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Yeah, he's got to get back to being cool. So, thank you. I still have to look that up because that's a really neat word. I'm not entirely sure what it says. I'm just glad I'm doing it well. Now, we don't know anybody who's capable of making silver from clay. So my guess is now we might be able to get Grace to look something up for us and move to the next day.
Oh boy, party time.
We're gonna see. If not, yeah. But he tried. I mean, in the heat of the moment, I wouldn't be that clever. So I have to admit, rhyme silver with Wilbur. Wasn't Wilbur the name of the other woman's snake too?
What's up?
Let's see. No new messages.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
In New Orleans?
I think so.
No, I don't. But it sounds dangerous. You're not going to try to find this
I
voodoo
am
yourself,
going to
are you?
find
Would
this.
I do that?
Could you do?
Sure.
I have a pattern I need you to research.
How interesting.
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims.
Dun
The
dun
ones
dun.
done in flour and blood.
Ugh. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want. But check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
Can't think of anything.
I can't think.
Okay.
So we'll exit, and will that trigger the end of the day? No, we've not triggered the end of the day. So there's something else we need to do to trigger today's ending. We've called all the numbers. I mean, we haven't called all the numbers. We did not call the. I still have the phone book, right?
Somewhere.
Oh my goodness. We didn't call this we didn't call the travel agency because that's the only other thing. I mean, let's give that just a shot to knock that out of the park. 585-1130. I don't think we need it. But it's the only conspicuous thing we've not tried yet. I mean, I'm sure there's other things that I'm just not realizing. But 585-1130.
Hello. See the World Travel Agency. How may I help you?
How much for a trip to Rittersburg, Germany?
Rittersburg, Germany? Hold on, let me look that up. I can fly you into Munich. That's the closest airport to Rittersburg. You can rent a car from there, or take the train. Let's see. The best price I can see for the flight is $1,400. What would you like to do?
I can't afford it.
I hope I didn't fuck up and sell that painting early. Maybe I hope I wasn't supposed to make Bruno sweat a little. Okay, so the only things we've got a mask. We don't have the whip. We've got that. We've got a brick. I don't think any of these objects will work together. It's at the pub. Ah, that makes sense because I have not had anything from the pub yet. So I feel like I should be at the end of this day. I mean, we're waiting for the package from our uncle, great uncle, granduncle.
Have fun.
What's your grandfather's brother?
Can I ask?
I'm here.
Right.
Yeah, let's try.
What's up, buddy?
I love this guy's jacket. I don't know what's going on.
Nothing like a... Yeah. Oh.
We gotta go check on my favorite set of pixels over here.
Could you
Hello there. And she...
Oh, we haven't continued. We haven't talked to everybody. We haven't checked in on the bartender. Maybe he's.
How's it going?
Maybe he's got $1,400.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo?
Are you kidding? Around here? Hope they aren't serving drinks.
Well, if they are, I don't think anyone in his right mind would want one.
Okay.
Do you know anything?
Come Mardi Gras, you...
Do you know?
Never heard of it.
So what?
That's about all I...
Tell me about this.
Don't know what else.
What can you...
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities. We're still waiting for that.
Don't hold your... Tell me about...
A good bartender.
My grandfather's ex-roommate. So what's that make us? absolutely nothing. Look at my animal
Does this...
mask.
Hey, watch it.
Does this...
Not.
These guys are no help. Unless I give them mud. Or maybe they'll freak out if I show them this stuff.
Not.
Does this...
The next step. Give me a whip. None of these guys have a whip.
Does this... Does...
Like, and these two are just there to be jerks.
Does this mean...
Maybe it's something with the empty table?
A small... The Napoleon House is one of the French quarters. A small...
The last topic with the bartender. Yeah, these guys,
So
Sam
what
and
has Sam
Voodoo.
told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
That's all he gives me is Sam
Tell me...
Don't know.
and Voodoo. So this guy's Sam, isn't it? Isn't he like...
A sharp-eyed gentleman. A man in a loud... That table... That...
Like, I think, do I have to beat there?
That wouldn't...
Oh, maybe this is when I finally get to use this.
That would...
Somebody...
Gabriel does...
Somebody's... Could you do anything?
What is this? A clay mold? Interesting. I am a gentleman. God, I'm retired. I'm gonna sit right here in this frickin' chair until I beat this bastard.
Ah! You planning to be buried in that chair, then?
Does this...
Yeah.
So until he beats him.
Are you sure?
I told you I'm busy.
So how do I get him to...
Sorry to bother you.
I'm not...
No, you...
Besides, I'm busy.
You're a
I need to get this guy...
I hate...
What?
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace.
That table...
It doesn't let me see the game.
Tabletop has an
I have to...
chest.
He's not going to do anything until... The... I think this is just silly.
Does...
No, the clay mold worked. He just needs to be... Oh! Oh! This stuff! The master gambling oil.
Got a second, Sam?
There we go.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master gambling oil. What's it
Performance enhancing drugs. Let's try playing him like this.
Ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe. This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Go on. Really?
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
None get lucky.
That's how you say it.
You think it really works, huh?
Tim Curry's a
I'd stake
master.
my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses...
Meanwhile, Marcus is right there, 5 feet away, listening to every word we're saying.
Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
Because this guy's...
Beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How
He's
much you think I'd put in here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
There's no such thing as too much.
We've seen Deadpool 2. There is no such thing as too much luck.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth.
I was worried I was going to go into a chess minigame. I'm really no good at chess.
Son of a bitch. 20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate.
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate.
You're in chessboard where the sun don't shine.
I haven't heard somebody say that in a while. That guy's getting out of here with his Elton John coat.
Did it. Yippee.
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant. Course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come
Yeah.
to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
Yeah, okay. I've been wanting, okay.
Couldn't be.
So.
Okay, okay.
Can I ask you?
Look,
Progress.
I had to help you out, but I've been stuck in this spot too long.
Okay, so he's not going to answer questions, so we can just give him, we'll just jump right back to, we'll just jump right back to giving him the clay mold.
What is this? A clay mold?
Yeah, I just whipped it up on the spot in front of an 80-year-old lady who,
And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
okay.
Fine.
Okay. So let's try the. Now I think we've gotten everything now. There's no loose ends, as it were. I think if I go to St. George's, talk to good old Grace, she's gonna be like, "We're getting the fuck out of here. Day's over."
It's humid out there. Made it back though.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside.
Yeah. Because I must have to ask her to research something, or I need to talk to her, or I'm wrong and there's something else I'm missing.
What's up?
Could you?
Sure.
I can't think.
Okay.
There's.
Do you have?
Nope.
Tell me.
What else?
No.
So you...
There's no new things here. And that doesn't trigger the end of the day. Which means there's something we're missing. We've got the guy to give us the thing. We've gotten everything out of the newspaper. The only thing I could think, no, I don't think it's to check back in with I don't think it's to check back in with the guy. But unfortunately, I have kept the stream going a half hour longer than I had planned, so I'm gonna have to kill it here and get us all back tomorrow, or excuse me, next Monday. But I really want to end the day here. So if Dronin, you've been fucking clutching this. If you know what I'm missing. Called him, called all them. I didn't find the whip. I haven't found the whip yet. I have the masks. Maybe it's something at the graveyard? Because that's the only thing we haven't really picked on, or we haven't really done much at the graveyard.
I'm out of here.
Don't hurry back up.
We do know enough of the language that maybe we can write something using the brick onto our family's grave. Because this is Marie Laveau's.
Marie Laveau, Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. Odd-looking marks adorn.
let's give this guy. He's gonna say the same stuff. I'm fairly certain he's gonna say the same stuff.
Hello there. You must enjoy.
Unlike the living.
This guy's just as bad as. Oh, it could be the lady. It could still be the lady. We've been trying not to do anything with that dang lady in the in Jackson Square, the one that wants to keep dancing every time I go to ask her questions. I don't think this is what it's going to be. I don't think it's show the mask.
Could I have him? Yeah. Does this?
Nope.
Maybe he'll recognize this if he's seen it around.
Nope.
The snake scale, the picture, the thing. I think
using that.
Yeah, I think I need maybe the brick.
Using.
All right, let's try this.
Yo, I see them.
Maybe this is when I can finally get to push stuff.
Gabriel has no reason to move the vases. The marble and granite. Gabriel.
What's that?
San Luis Cemetery.
Oh, okay, that's nothing.
San.
I don't think there's any more. Did I? If I just been missing full-on screens? Like, I hope I'm not missing full-on screens, like, because I haven't tried to like move off the right side of the screen here. Well, that's interesting.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Grab her against her will.
For.
That's
I
what
can't
helps.
Stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
She is the voodoo queen. Or she's the real voodoo queen of New Orleans.
We can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Like, she's not exactly saying no, though.
Tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I can? You think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See,
she knows.
I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come back tonight, please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Damn.
Okay, so I can go off that way, I suppose. If I... Okay, so we have a whole new screen. I didn't even realize this screen was here.
A stone angel leans down to gaze at two enormous vases flank the front of the Getty tomb. There's a small marble plate near the tomb doors.
And whatever this is supposed to be, I'm not quite sure what the.
An angel draped dramatically over a stone
Oh, okay.
plate marks the entrance to a large tomb.
And this is probably nothing
This
here.
old tomb has a sword.
I don't know if these other.
This tomb is smaller than most.
Kind of a pup.
Most of the plaster has.
All right, let's push over some vases.
Moving the vase.
Let's push over an angel. Let's push this stone plaque.
The plate is locked in
Yeah, no,
position.
thank you for joining, Dronin. This will probably be my last night this week, but I will be back with. I'm hoping to finish day 3 tonight, so I can start day 4 Monday. I'm guessing day 4 would be the 21st of June. I'm guessing there's only 6 or 7 days. But I hope you join us again. Your help has been fucking amazing. Because these games are harder than I thought. Like I wouldn't have. The clay on the bracelet, I would never have thought to do that.
Gabriel decides to
Yeah,
go
there we
home
go.
for the day.
Wait, save it right here. And day 3. Like I would never have thought to use the clay to make a casting of the bracelet and then give it to the bartender without your guidance. Like so awesome. Thank you very much. Good old Grace is gonna go. Oh.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me?
Good old
and I'll tell
Grace.
him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning.
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
I was just wondering if I was about to get cock blocked by Leah Remini.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Such steamy dialogue.
I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
All right. We did it. We got through day 3. I still think Dr. John is the bad guy. He has not been entirely useful, and he has not given me any reason to not think he's the bad guy. He also hasn't really given me any reason to believe he's the bad guy. It's just he's got a snake, and you turn on that fan and it goes nuts. So it's clearly an attack snake. But we will be back to this Monday. Monday around 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're new and haven't already, please click follow. I could use the positive reinforcement. And if not, I'm glad you joined us again once again. But please, everybody, have a good night. And before we get going on that, I'm gonna end it here so we don't have anything spoiled for day 4 come next stream. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Love you all.